Chatbots don't work, and I have to get it to work right now. There it is. Now we're good. Hey. Twist. Yep, that one's good. Gotta wait for this one to load up. Easy enough. All right. All right, let's run some missions. And competitive at the same time. Because I get to play a healer, and I'm decent at playing healers. Maybe. I don't know. Keep getting fucking smacked hard.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
We're getting rocked on this one.
I'm a good guy who occasionally takes stuff that doesn't belong to
30
me.
seconds before you attack. Get ready. Hi there.
This is not how I was expecting this day to play out.
Never a dull moment for our crew, eh, Quill?
I just hope we can get this wrapped up soon. No, I have plans.
You made a plan. I guess there's a first time for everything.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Armor
1.
Pat's here!
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
T'Challa built an empire. We can barely rule a single island.
Get ready to lock and overload!
Oh, they do not look happy.
You're welcome!
Well, that helped.
What's up, man? Playing some Rivals.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Not much. Oh, I went to go look for a job. I'm pretty sure I got one.
Fucking hurt!
Yeah, it happened fast. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wanna watch all this stuff fly
What's up?
around.
Oh, yeah. Probably do one a week, I would assume. I don't know what everybody else has plans for, but I think one a week would be cool.
This is a nice spot.
Yeah. I don't know. That's up to, what's his name? Yeah, he's pretty much running the show. Like, I don't know. I'm just doing it. It's fun. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? My screen just died. What the fuck? My monitor just turned off. What the fuck, dude? Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Getting tired of these fucking monitors going to sleep, like, in the middle of the game.
Back.
Fuck is that? I'm gonna have to go fix that, yeah. I know. Fuck.
I'll patch
Us
you up.
against the world.
Ready for a boost?
Oh, I don't. I'm not gonna fight.
Disappear.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
I'm good.
You're welcome.
I don't want to spend money. I don't want anybody to
This is real firepower.
It looks fun. I see a lot of people playing it. I guess some Redditors got upset about it and they're talking shit on it. That's what I heard from Asmongold right now.
Thanks. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Armor packs here. Pay up. You're ready for it?
Hell unleashed!
Those bigots don't grow on trees, you know. Seriously, stay away from my skull. All right. You're ready for it? Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Yeah? Well, why'd you think that was the problem?
You're welcome.
I'm good to go.
Ready for a boost? Relay deployed. It
Well,
ain't
that's a bad place for a relay. God damn it.
I'll patch you up.
Us against the world.
Man, I gotta make another beacon? You're ready for
Disappear.
this my way? You're welcome. See, I'm blocking help.
Oh, come on.
Lock and overload.
Soldier
Nice.
like thou in
Yeah.
I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun.
Yeah. The accent. Yeah, that'd be funny.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hey, I saw that turret thing with you. How much you want for it?
Not for sale.
What, are you kidding? Everything's for sale. Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
I am Loki, god of mystery.
Who are you calling?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
my powers. Infinite. Slightly less so on Midgard.
The walls suck.
Enemies perfect.
I'll patch you up. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Mission area is yours.
Who needs a power up?
Mission area.
This is real firepower! You ready, Bert? Well, you got one. I can't believe it. This is real firepower! I'll patch you up. Team relay deployed. It ain't cheap. You're welcome.
Oh, way.
Hope their team's captured.
Feel like Captain America.
Past the halfway point. I'll get you next time.
I'll patch you up. My good deed for the day. Dads, get ready to lock and overload. Team play. That's me. Oh, now. That fucking hurt. You're welcome.
Look who's here.
Hell yeah.
Hi there.
Pulled it through.
See?
Woo,
I'm
that was
fucking
intense.
helpful.
Thanks for everything.
They're all waiting to pile up and come in at once, I'm sure.
Judgment is ready.
Power like this is worth waiting for.
This is a nice spot.
Doing this my way.
I'll patch you up. I'm just dying.
Damn.
I'm hunkering down.
Yeah.
The area's almost yours.
Yeah, I'm in the match right now. All right, Batman. I'll catch you later.
Get ready to lock and overload. This is real firepower. This is real firepower. Fantastic.
Why would I need you?
You're welcome.
What's wrong?
Armor packs here. Hey up. Oh, someone scratch my back. You're welcome.
Ah, I couldn't stay alive.
Control lost.
You ain't got rid of me yet. Just need a target. You're ready for action.
Capture this.
They almost got it.
Let's claim this.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Battlefield ready again.
No, heal me.
Oh, damn, dude.
Us against the world!
Rockets, launch it again.
I got taken out again.
Armor pads here. Pay up.
My face!
Fantastic! Ready for a boost? You're ready for it. My good deed for the day.
Yeah.
Good shit. Ella came through for show.
Another epic victory! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Killers if Spider-Man or any of the other annoying ones, again, switch to Mayhem.
I'm a good guy who occasionally takes stuff that doesn't belong to him.
You cannot save
30
Yggdrasil,
seconds
nor
before
can
you
you
attack.
save yourselves.
You look at me as if you know me.
In my timeline, you are one of the greatest warriors our nation has ever known.
Asgard has been invaded yet again.
And
But
once
as
we are
always,
done here,
Loki
I will
shall
gladly
prevail.
take you to them, my dear. Krakoa would be delighted.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Yourselves will tremble at my might.
Some uninvited guests.
I'll patch you up.
Suppose that helps.
Oh my, invisible?
My good deed for the day. You're ready for action. Watch this spot. My good deed for the day.
I feel like myself again.
You're welcome.
We need to get these beasts to Yggdrasil.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Gotcha. Collecting cosmic energy. Pulse charge. You're ready for it. You can't hurt me. My good deed.
These weapons don't
Consider me unimpressed, Punisher.
I'll patch you up.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Welcome to Rocket's tree service.
Oh my.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. You're welcome.
What wild creatures Namor has summoned?
My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up.
That's better.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
You're ready for action. This is real firepower.
Judge, jury, executioner!
See, I'm fucking helpful. You're welcome.
Almost there. Push her in now. Spider bot.
You're ready for action.
A little help, please.
Now.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I feel like myself again.
You're welcome. This is real firepower.
Shields up. It's spider time!
Team, you're ready for action.
By the eye of Agamotto! That's better.
I'll patch you
Fuck
up.
you, Jeff.
I was fine, but thanks.
This is real firepower.
Get that one that's
Take the
low.
bad guy. My good deed for the day. You're welcome.
That's better.
Welcome to Rocket's tree service.
Watch me.
You're welcome. Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Yeah. You're welcome.
I was fine, but thanks.
Oh, mutant kind!
Welcome to Rocket's tree service. You're welcome.
Denizens of the deep!
Rockets launching again.
Down, yeah.
You're welcome.
Feeling fantastic.
What a difference.
We better speed up or that tree's gonna be all dried up.
Moving again.
I'll patch you up. This is real!
Good job, dude.
Rockets launching again!
Get that vehicle moving again!
Armor patch here! Pay up! You're ready for action! This is real firepower! Team play!
By the eye of Agamotto!
Who did that?
Shields up!
You're ready for action!
Only 60 seconds left.
That must be real! Team play! That's me!
King, your army is lacking. Only
I'll patch you up! Just what we need!
I got deleted.
This was inevitable.
Shoot faster! We're out of time! Yeah!
You gotta be able to push it just a little bit further.
Relay deployed! It ain't cheap! This is real firepower!
The current score is
That's lame.
2
God
to
damn.
0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
What? I can't
Who
hear
are
you.
you calling a raccoon, huh?
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Oh, all right.
Round 2.
Some of my best friends are crooks and villains. Let's pop back up under the
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Welcome to the dark. We need your help.
I don't help. I eliminate threats and scum who might be.
You might want to look over here.
Relay deployed!
This
It ain't
deserves
cheap!
your
The
attention.
battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Over here.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Someone scratch my back! I'll patch you up! See? I'm fucking helpful! No!
Bullshit.
You ain't got rid of me yet.
I'm doing this my way.
This is a nice spot.
He's stuck in their tracks.
You're ready for action.
I suppose that helped.
Who needs a power up? Oh, someone scratch my back. I'll patch you up.
Switch places, guys. My friends are here!
Fucking Namor's ulted and was
You ain't got rid of me yet.
He stopped them in their tracks. Only 60 seconds
Patch you
left.
up.
fuck.
Double kill! They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good
Just
time to
saying.
stop them.
There's nothing I can't fix. Armor patch here. You're ready for action.
I'm doing this my way.
Fucking helpful. That fucking hurt.
By the eye of
Need power up. I'll patch you up.
Fucking Namor, dude. I need to get
Things are gonna be different this time.
My friends are here!
You're ready for action.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
This is real firepower. My good deed. I'll patch you up. See, I'm fucking helpful. You're ready for action.
Stop them in their tracks!
Get ready to lock and overload. You're ready for
Armor is
action.
lacking. I suppose that helped.
I feel like myself again.
You're welcome.
I'm doing this my way.
How did I get swallowed, bro? In the fucking air, bro. Yeah, you better go off with me, otherwise you're gonna die.
I feel like myself again.
Final 10 seconds!
Don't trickle in.
Yeah.
There's one strange fighting them all.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. You're welcome. Don't mind me.
And get rid of those octopuses.
Yep. Great.
This is real.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Nice placement, Punisher.
Final score: 2-1.
The game one fucking sucks.
Another epic victory.
Yeah, I better stop playing, otherwise they're gonna get me next match. I know it. One of these damn crests, dude. They all got.
Did you even stop your freeze? Put on a
This
show!
is real firepower!
It's the grand finale!
Maximum pulse!
Final score, 2-1.
That's crazy. Okay. Hmm. Let's see people that are like on the lower end of this fucking board.
You'll have to keep fighting until you win.
This is real firepower!
Every mortal is my subject. I rule all. My realm is the great river, into which all others flow.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I have cleared the evil spirits from many lands. This realm shall be no different.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
And a pretty penny as well.
I fight neither for fame nor for fortune, simply for the greater good.
How precious. But we absolutely must have
The more the merrier.
From what I hear about this, enjoy the amplifier.
resistance is futile.
My favorite time!
The horrors I'll make for them in hell. Healing. Why would I need healing? Find that.
I'll patch you up.
Fantastic! Powers of mine!
This is real firepower.
A brief taste of it.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
So this person isn't playing good.
I am returned to claim what is
You just
mine.
need to find a team that can carry you. That's pretty much all that I'm seeing with this shit.
Hey team, enjoy the amplifier. This is real firepower.
It's the grand finale.
Hell unleashed! You belong to me!
I like the cold. I need some help.
I always return.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Fire!
Yeah, they're just getting carried. They're not doing much at all. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna keep fucking trying. Play one more match so I can get that trophy. Do it quick.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I have mutant powers, and a little demonic magic too. If you see my brother, tell him I miss him.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
This is not how I was expecting this day to play out. Never a dull moment for our crew, eh, Quill? I just hope we can get this wrapped up soon. You know, I have plans.
You made a plan.
I guess there's a first time for everything.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The harder they resist, the more this will hurt.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Here comes our next victim.
A nice deep breath.
Leave the magic to the...
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
Nice little pick-me-up. I was worried.
Double KO!
You're not rid of me yet. Limbo! Charge! Can always use a shield.
Yeah, we need another healer, guys.
Everyone loves the trickster. Until the trick is played.
Too late now. Can't ever play DPS, man. Try to learn.
I am accused of loving chaos. It is true.
You're mine.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Hey, Rocket! Quill, you got your ship? Because if you do, let's get out of here. But we're supposed to save the world? Fine. We'll save the world.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Don't matter how old I am, I can still take out any of you chumps.
Sure about that?
It ain't cheap.
Your god is suffering.
Wow.
Invigorating, no? I outnumber you. Killing for my friends. I outnumber you.
I'll patch you up.
Your god is suffering.
Got no. I think I'm gonna fucking take your ass.
Your powers are mine!
Fucked it up.
I always come back.
Control lost.
Back here.
What a bother to new healing.
It's clobbering time!
Loyal squids. In all I have are ravens. Enemy assistance.
Yeah, that was me too. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I outnumber you. Healing for my friends.
Double KO. They've almost got it.
They dare to lay hands on me. I have render me assistance.
I am ready to put on a show.
A disappearance.
And here we go again. The more the merrier.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I have many faces. What unusual beasts Midgard has.
Oh, stay alive. Shit. Goddamn name.
Control
Another
lost.
go.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
It's clobbering!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
But I can expect it to be a little easier than that. It's fucking ridiculous how hard that shit is. let's check out some shit real quick.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I saw this yesterday at the end of the show. Oh, what were they thinking? Look who it is. Look who it is.
We're up.
Probably one of the worst decision makers in America right now. I would say probably the number one worst decision not number one. Probably top 5 worst decision maker in America. How do you stab somebody in broad daylight in front of everybody? Why can't you just wait till they're walking out of the track meet in the dark and then run away? Like, you didn't even try not to get caught. Like, there's no sense of self-preservation at all. What an idiot, man. They already bought an $800 mansion. I'm gonna look into this and we're gonna talk about it. So I heard murder. I mean, the dude's literally holding his hand. Well, I mean, of course he's holding his hand. Like they're just trying to get him around from like point A to point B, because that's what their job is. But anyway, this guy went and he stabbed. Like I think honestly, I think this is like probably. This is like one of the biggest L's of the year. Like, I'm gonna be real, it really is. What actual privilege looks like. Yeah, not only the fact he had bail, judge lowered it. The judge lowered his bail. Like, why would you lower the dude? Like, if you stab somebody in the chest with a knife, like, you know who does that? Like, a Mayan priest. Like, we're going back to the conquistador days at this point. What the hell are we talking about letting somebody like that go? Oh, my God. Yeah, look at the judge. It doesn't, like, I know people, because the judge is black and he's black, they think that it's preferential treatment that's racially based. The fact is that it's impossible for me to know whether that's the case, but I'll tell you this. If it was a white judge and a white guy, people said the same fucking thing about Kyle Rittenhouse, except for Kyle Rittenhouse was actually in the right. So the fact is, anytime that you have any interaction between two people, everybody is going to look at it from this direction. So let me see if I can pull this up and talk about it. And it's been really, really fucking embarrassing. I don't even know where it is. Anthony Carmel. I guess I can just search it here. But yeah, just give me 1 second. And there it is. Let's go ahead. Was released. This is it. And so anyway, think of white privilege. Check your white privilege. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Summary of the events. So basically, this is what happened, and it's kind of crazy. This is it.
I'm still listening.
Summary of events of Carmelo Anthony. This is incredible. Trespassed onto another team's tent. Was told to leave. Stabbed and killed the kid in response. Black people raised $500K in his legal defense. I'm not about using this as a race thing personally. I think there's plenty of white people that gave him money too. His bail gets reduced down to $250K, and this is the best part. You ready for this? The parents buy a new mansion with the legal defense money. That's right. That's right. And so we're not 100% sure whether this is happening or not. I'm not 100%, but it looks like that's kind of what's going on. And so, like, this is, and I look at this house. This is a nice fucking house. Like, look at that. Oh my God. And so anyway, they're like, okay, well, this is the same stairway because it's like, you know, the same two things. And so they might have done this. Not a bad decision maker at all. I mean, he's going to be in jail, right? I mean, let's be honest. And so this is an $800,000, it says right there, $800,000 house. I'm not sure whether he owns the house, they bought the house or not. I think that's kind of unconfirmed right now. And house is owned by apparently Indians. Yeah, so apparently that's not even really what's going on. And so they could be renting it. They're moving into a new house and hiring private security with the fund that they can afford the mortgage of a mansion in Texas. It's basically illegal. It should be fraud. The problem, like, I don't have a problem, like, this, maybe this is just me, but the only bad thing I see about this is the fact that his bail got lowered. Like, if a bunch of retards want to get together and pool money for some dumbass, then I don't really think that's too big of a deal, right? I mean, like, why the fuck would I care about this? I mean, there's plenty of stupid money. People donate money to fucking, like, I'm trying to think, like, what's the dumbest, like, people have been donating money to Star Citizen forever, right? They've been donating money to these video games, like, oh, this is gonna be the next new Chronicles of Valeria. Like, is this really that big of a difference to me? Like, yeah, it is kind of a big difference, but it's not a huge difference. And so that they donate to Twitch streamers, exactly. And so that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is that this woman thought to lower his bail. Like, this needs to be an investigation. Why is it that you think that somebody who, because, like, I mean, again, stabbing somebody in the heart with a knife, like, again, like, there are, like, levels of, like, violence, and I feel like that one's pretty high up there, right? I mean, like, that's some savage shit, right? And so, like, you talk about doing that, that's a whole lot on stolen property, yes. And so, anyway, yes, yeah, Dexter Morgan type shit, exactly. And so he shouldn't even had a bail to begin with, and if anything, $1 million, that's one thing. So that this judge needs to be looked at. That, like, how do you make a decision like this and think that it's okay? And so anyway, yeah, I did say it was not a legal defense fund, it was a fund for the family. You're supposed to think the legal cost, but didn't make that claim. What's this here? Family needs the money to survive. Were they depending on a 17-year-old high school kid to support the family? Well, I mean, a lawsuit costs a lot of money realistically, right? But anyway, worst part is this established pattern, totally expected from the beginning. Can't wait to see how the trial goes. I mean, he's going to be gone, right? Do you want radicalized white people? Because this is how you get radicalized white people. I think this is really what the worst part about it is the fact that this situation happening and Anthony getting off on this shit and then getting released and then being like, this is the post that was made about it, right? And so, minister, I mean, like, what I find to be crazy, oh, he's a minister of justice. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a minister of a religion because as far as I know, unless you're worshiping Quetzalcoatl, stabbing somebody in the heart and killing them is generally not, I don't think that, because, like, Cain did that in the Bible, right? And, like, people thought he was the bad guy. So, yeah, I thought that's definitely not it. Anyway, so Carmelo Anthony is safe at home. The moment is a reminder that a community united can never be divided. Well, has it ever occurred to you that if everybody is collectively morons, that's not something to be proud of? Like, if and also, by the way, the community, if this implication that, like, the black community supports this is fucking ridiculous. There are tons of black people, and I think that if you really polled average, you go to Walmart and you tell people at Walmart, black people at Walmart, this is what happened, they're gonna say, no, keep them in fucking jail. What are you talking about? So, like, this entire fucking, the entire premise of this is a complete fabrication. Massive fucking fabrication. Clueless Asmon? No, I'm telling you, like, I mean, again, are there racist black people out there? For fucking sure there are. But to act like that's the majority, guys, like, really, take some time off the internet. A lot of people don't see it that way. So, but supporters are mostly black, so what the fuck? If all of his supporters are black, that still is not an indication on the general population of black people. Like, let's say 1 million people support him that are black. If blacks are 13% of the population, that's like 2% or something like that. It's nothing. And so, like, no, I'm not going to sit around and act like there's some kind of, like, collective accountability of black people because a handful of them got together and supported a fucking crazy asshole. That's not fair. It's not fucking fair. It's not even a majority. And so anyway, Chatter's mad. Not everybody always wants to turn this into a race issue. Do not let these grifters take advantage of you and convince you that this person somehow is you want to know who your enemy is. Yeah, it's this guy. But you want to know who the real enemy is? It's this guy. It's this guy who tries to sow racial divides, racial hatred, who tries to push people apart, who tries to use his identity as a weapon, and who tries to create a false sense of solidarity between people on superficial grounds. This is the enemy. This guy's just a stupid fucking kid, asshole. He should have never even been in that school to begin with, right? I mean, honestly, the people that really he's a minor. He's 17 years old. And yeah, I know he should go to jail. He should be tried as an adult. I completely agree. But let's be honest. The fact that the teacher, this guy had a history of violence, and the school let this kid stay in the school, we got to find and investigate the people that made that decision and make sure that they never have another fucking job in education again. Because if it was not for them, if they had made the right decision, not the decision that made them feel good, but the right decision, they would have actually saved a life. And I think that there is a degree of blood on their hands. I think so, because they hold the power. This person doesn't hold the power. I know you might think that's crazy, but I'm sorry. If you're so fucking retarded that you think you're going to stab somebody in the middle of a track meet, you do not have the full capacity of your mental facilities. You are insane. This person needs to be taken care of, separated from society, and given a place where they can exist without hurting themselves or other people. That's the reality. This is a degree of a lack of self-control that has been, again, also trained. This person has probably been violent. That's what that other girl that went to school with him went. She just didn't even really know him that well, but she knew he caused problems. How the fuck does everybody know you're causing problems and you're still there? Really? You see what I'm saying about this shit? This is nuts. And so anyway, I go and I see this, and I'll read the rest of the journey is long ahead. No, it's not. The journey is you go from court to jail. That's it. It's over. That's really short. Maybe your journey is not going. Maybe your journey is going to be long because you get to go on a cruise with all the money that you're getting. Maybe maybe your journey is going to be really long. And now you get to go and talk and be like, oh, I can't believe this happened to him. And now you get to use this guy and, oh no, this is another victim. And get the fuck out of here. And anyway, we celebrate a victory for justice for the family and for the power of the people coming to protect our youth. Our youth. Well, what about the youth that got stabbed? Well, what about the protection Zam? Because I agree that Carmelo needs to be protected. That's why he should have never been in his school in the first place, because his brain is fucked up. There's something wrong with him. And the fact is that they let him stay in that school, and the kid is dead because of that. And also, Carmelo ruined his fucking life. Carmelo ruined his entire fucking life. He could have maybe got the help he needed. He could have maybe been medicated in a way that kept him on an even keel. He could have maybe be held accountable as a young man, and then maybe that would have helped him evolve into somebody who could control himself. But none of that was happening because of the low expectations of education and society. And I hate to say it, but I think some of these are the bigotry of low expectations. You can be black and you can make bad decisions and it's still your fault. This weird fucking thing where people infantilize minorities is, it's disgusting. It's insulting. It's insulting to everybody. It's insulting to them. It's insulting to everybody else. It's awful. It's bad for everyone. This is what I said before. Remember the video that I pulled up for y'all about the guy that, like, he couldn't buy anything from Dunkin' Donuts because he was being treated like he's in a jail? Because, like, there's, like, fiberglass walls and, like, bulletproof glass everywhere. And I actually agreed with him, and I said, if you treat people like animals in jail, they're going to act like animals in jail. That, again, you know who came up with the decision not to have police everywhere there? A bunch of fucking upper-middle-class Karens who think that they're helping minority communities. You're not helping minority communities by not holding the criminals accountable in their culture. That is the problem. That is the main fucking issue, and it ruins everything for them. It fucks up everything. I'm so disappointed in this. And another thing is that I'm so disappointed in a lot of these, and I think that, again, it's understandable. And again, it's understandable. It is. Like, we've had Jim Crow, we had slavery, we had pre-civil rights, we had segregation, we've had all kinds of racial contexts in America. We have, and the ripple effects of that are still felt today. Absolutely. Think about the amount of families that are black with generational wealth versus white with generational wealth. Small minorities in both, but one of them is certainly greater than the other. And so I'm not going to try to act like there's no systematic racism and there's no ripples of that have happened. There are, and it's important to talk about that. But at the same time, you have these people that are co-opting these race issues so they can make money. This guy's wearing a nice suit. And I bet after this is all over, he's going to be wearing an even nicer suit. I think it's fucking ridiculous. It's disgraceful. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. It's come out now. The minister defending this guy so hard is the domestic abuser who beat his ex-girlfriend's 12-year-old daughter and I believe hospitalized her. He said it on Twitter. Well, hey, you know, game recognized game. What a surprise. You know, I mean, I'm not going to go and say that's what happened, right? Because I don't know. But if it did happen, I would believe it. So, yeah, thanks for being level-headed through all these things. Brush your fair share, someone unbiased, extreme basic. No, the thing is, like, and this is the problem, is that there is no greater victim of like this form of like bigotry of low expectations, like illusion of tolerance. There is no greater victim to this than other minorities that are affected by it. Because here's another really important thing to keep in mind is that with every single race, I'm trying to say this in a way that, like, you know, doesn't have like some like connotation. Every single race, including black people, they kill more black people than any other race. White people, as far as I know, kill more white people than any other race. So the main victims of this low expectation are other ones of them. That's the reason. They're the victims. They're the ones that are being hurt by this. And and what I'm saying is, like, so this crash out that we see with Carmelo, this happens regularly. Absolutely fucking disgusting. You're trying so hard to avoid the reality of this issue of personal accountability. Everybody makes choices. What I'm saying is that the choices are easier to make. Like, so I agree that actually, I don't entirely. When I decide that a person, and this is again my opinion, but like, really, are we really gonna act like a guy that's gonna pull out a knife in the middle of everybody and stab somebody? Are we really gonna act like this is a man of sound mind? I don't. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Like, yeah, I think this is a nutball. And so anyway, not for a kid. Yeah, exactly, right? And so, like, well, what my point is that when a crazy person does something wrong, crazy people, in a way, are not accountable for their own behavior. Now, you have to take care of them and make sure that people are safe, but at the same time, you should be asking yourself, why is it that this person was allowed to get to this point? Who is it that thought they were doing a good thing who now has blood on their hands? And those are the people I think that need to be held accountable to. Am I crazy for saying this? I don't think I am. I think I'm the only person that's not fucking crazy. Because I see everybody turning this into like this weird fucking race issue. And yes, there is a degree, I think that there absolutely is a degree of racial solidarity that's happening, and I find it to be disgusting, and it shouldn't be promoted or advocated for at all. But do not let those people divide you and make you think that average black people don't see this and find it to be fucking disgusting. They do. This is the amount of people that supported this guy is a fraction of a % of the actual amount of people that are black in the country. It's outrageous. And so they all get ignored, exactly. And so that's the point that I'm making here. I was first arrested in 2009. This is the guy, right? This Dominique Alexander. Let's listen to what this is what he's done. Alexander was first arrested in 2009 for causing serious bodily injury to a child. Police reported that he'd been babysitting his girlfriend's 2-year-old son for the evening, and he called her at 11 p.m. and told her to get home now, but he didn't tell her why. When she arrived, she found her child unresponsive. Alexander told his girlfriend that he'd been watching a movie with her son on the couch. He paused the movie, police reported, and he walked into the computer room, heard the sound of her son, who was asleep on the couch, fall off the couch onto the carpet. But the doctor disagreed with the statement. He examined Alexander's girlfriend's son in the intensive care unit and reported that the child had a subdural hemorrhage between the halves of his brain, the back of his brain. He also had retinal hemorrhages in both eyes. Ooh, geez. Didn't you go to prison for beating a toddler? Geez. And it all, wait a minute. Oh, bro. This he got a list. He got a list. And so, injury to a child. The 2-year-old son pleaded guilty to a felony theft charge from a 2016 business. He was sentenced to 2 days in jail. What? Alexander was convicted on another felony theft charge of continuous violence against the family after an alleged assault of his long-term partner. The charge was later dismissed. His criminal record also what is this? Is convictions for evading arrest, making a false... Okay. Dude, who is this guy? Who is this? This is crazy. What is going on? Really? He playing G2A. And again, this is another person. Again, this guy should never have been let out. This is another example. This guy they should have locked his ass up. He shouldn't even be here that has the chance to get the other guy out. And so anyway, yeah. And Democrats love people like this. Judges are weak. I think that you're right. I think that a lot of people view, like, I'm gonna be real. I hate the idea that people have of sympathy and like what's the word? Like, not when you let somebody off, right? What's the word? Same. I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know why I can't think of the word. Empathy. No, not empathy. Rigged. Leniency. Yeah. Leniency. Like mercy. There it is. Mercy. That's the word I was thinking of. There is no mercy in letting a person like this out. The problem is that people never are able to perceive the actions that they take beyond the immediate effect of them. Because when you let this person out and then they do something bad again, that's kind of like your fault, isn't it? Because you let them out. And you did that because you thought that things would be better. You thought that you knew better. And so that's it. And mercy, exactly. And this misplaced empathy and this self-indulgent mercy and, like, oh, well, we're going to let people do this. It gets people killed. It does. We must liberate the people from the criminals. Yeah, this guy's... And this is a person who's been violent to a 2-year-old. Like, we're not talking about, like, some, like, weird domestic violence altercation. This is crazy, bro. Like, it's nuts. And so you see, like, white people see this, and it's going to radicalize them. We don't need to go back to race politics. We've spent 150 fucking years getting away from that, and these people are speed running, going back. It's fucking annoying. It's exhausting. Then stop blaming white people. I'm not blaming when the fuck did I blame white people? It's not about it's people that do this. It's not white or black people that do this. People do this. Forget getting radicalized. Yes. And so anyway, we play a new RuneScape game today? Yeah, I will. But not yet. And anyway, can an executive order take over a case like this? I don't know. But yeah. And boomer mentals, yeah, it's really sad, man. You Americans got a lot of black people among you with KKK level of racism. They literally hate white people. Okay. So what's the point? Like, in my opinion, This is just, again, this is my opinion. If I was a black person and I lived in a very impoverished area with majority other people that were part of minority groups, and the city has collectively decided to not police my area, not stop the gang violence in my area, you know, like not stop the drive-bys in my area, I would probably hate white people too. I would. And especially because a lot of these people, if you're broke, the odds are your parents were probably also broke. And so, like, and the thing is that, right, exactly, you probably know, like, I know, like, for my dad saw this shit happen because he was in Florida whenever he grew up. He was born in 1947. And so, like, he saw this shit himself. Like, so you have a direct conversation with a person who was a victim of legitimate, you know, police brutality and bad behavior, right? And so, like, not an excuse, but it kind of is, though, right? Because when you live in a culture that a bunch of people at a committee have decided isn't worth policing because they think that you like this violence, or it's, like, somehow bad to do that, fuck that. They need to take accountability. It's a culture problem with their community. No, they cannot take accountability and go and shoot the gang members. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. The chatter was correct. It's an excuse. It's an explanation. Yeah, I'm explaining why this happens. And again, if you can't understand why a person feels the way that they feel, you can never change the way that they feel, because you can't figure out why it's happening. It's like you try to fix a computer problem. If you can't figure out why the computer problem's happening, you can never fix the problem, right? You have to figure out what the problem is and why it's happening. And I think that's a big reason why it's happening. I think the moment that you give these people the ability to live in a place where they can expect the rule of law that's being enforced, they can be respected as individuals, they cannot be patronized, condescended to, and victims of the bigotry of low expectations, and you treat them like human beings like they deserve, I think that if you hold people to high expectations, they meet them. And I think that if you hold people to low expectations, they'll also meet them. That's the way I see. There'll never be a moral and just society when we keep treating minorities different than everyone else and infantilizing them. Whites are hated. Yeah, there's a lot of racist black people out there for sure. But you have to look at why is that? Why does that happen? And so as soon as you and I'll tell you one of the reasons why it happens. It's because of this guy. This is one of the reasons why it happens. You have a serial domestic abuser who is weaponizing his race in order to protect other serial domestic abusers and psychopaths. This is the reason why you have racism. Go back to the days that Rush Hour came out in movie theaters and everybody was looking forward to seeing it. Go back to the days that Will Smith was the biggest movie actor in the world and everybody wanted to be like Will Smith, and everybody, believe it or not, wanted a dad or an uncle like Bill Cosby. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to buy into this bullshit. Everything was fucking fine, and then these bad actors ruined it. And yeah, we always had this a little bit. It was always a little bit, but now it's way too much. How'd the Bill Cosby thing turn out? Not so good. But how'd the Harvey Weinstein thing turn out? I mean, it's not like black people have a monopoly on being creeps. Like, again, everybody always wants to turn it into a race issue. I don't think that that's fair. I just don't. I don't think it's fair, and I don't think it's productive either. Uncle Phil? Yeah, Uncle Phil. There's another great example from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him. Exactly. Diddy versus Epstein. Exactly. Guys, do you think the bail system is fair? Sometimes I think this instance of it is not. I think some instances of it are. Like basically, if a person, in my opinion, like a perpetrator of a violent crime, especially if it's premeditated, I don't think should probably get bail. But a person who is, committing a crime that's like not, Like, basically, it should be determined whether this person's, like, a threat to society or not. That's the way I see it. So, yeah. I don't want to turn into a race issue. I just want the bad people who hurt innocents to get punished. Yeah, exactly. So you guys are just letting murderers out on bail? Unironically, yes. Unironically, we are going and letting murderers out on bail. And I want to let you guys know that this has caused... Nick Fuentes can only dream of being able to cause this much racial difference between two groups of people. Richard Spencer can only dream of being able to ferment this level of racism between whites and blacks. This goes beyond any of these racial instigators or any of this. This is a million times worse. Johnny Somali. Ed, do you see what I'm saying? Because foment, not ferment. You're right, foment. I used the wrong word. That's what I think. The optics are bad. The optics are horrible. Luigi's rotting in jail, but not this guy. That's a great point. That's actually a great point. Holy shit, what a good point. Why is this guy not in jail, but Luigi is? But Luigi was premeditated? So was him. Who brings a knife to a track meet? Who says, touch me and see what happens? That's premeditation, in my opinion. It is. The Joker was right. Yeah. So we let Luigi out? For the sake of my YouTube channel, that would be the best outcome. But no, I think we keep both of them in. Yeah, that's not premeditation by definition. Maybe my understanding of it is different, but I thought it was. Premeditation for a murder can happen the instant before the murder. It just means that it wasn't an accident. Really? I thought an accident meant that it was manslaughter. I'm not a lawyer, okay? So, like, I'm just thinking about it from, like, my layman's understanding of the definitional, like, vocabulary and what it means. But I know that, like, the legal terminology for things can sometimes be different. So I could be wrong about this a little bit. I'm not trying to, like, go and like, have a big argument about this. So, yeah, anyway, that's the way that I feel about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because, like, I read a lot of these comments. Let's see here. Are there any more of these? This is racist comment. I think this is a racist comment.
Yeah. Ain't that nigga now? I got the rope right here.
Oh my god. Anyway, it's just, and this is again, this is I think kind of racially. That's why most people hate you. Another racist comment. Let's see here. This is. I don't really think this is racist. Could be, right? It's hard to say. But like, if you look at a lot of these, it's just another racial comment, and you see another racial comment, etc. And you see how it's breeding this, right? Do you think it should be this big of a racial thing? I feel like the dude stabbed the other guy because he was pissed at him. Yeah, I think that's probably what it was too. Yeah, I mean, I bet if you ask Carmelo, did you stab him because he was white? Even Carmelo would say no. I stabbed him because he was making me mad. No, I bet that's probably what it was. Yeah, they just got, they got mad. So did a judge made it racial? Exactly, right? And so you can't erase the race. But you should. Not every single altercation and interaction between two people of a different race should be colored by that racial connotation. There's no need for that. There's plenty of times people can be assholes, and it's not because they're racist, it's because they're assholes. The thing is, murder is lucky to have killed a person this way. That way he's in support of racist. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's racial because people are fed up with one particular demographics behavior going unaddressed. But what I'm saying, my point is that I think that that demographic, like with like black people or anything, they are the ones that are the victims of this the most. That's the point that I'm making, and that's why I think this is so insidious. Do you see kind of like that's... Like, you see how all this fits together? Anyway, I'll read a few more of these, and then we'll move on. The crime itself is probably not racist, but the fallout is. Exactly. I think you're completely right about that. And they're the victims. My guy, someone died. I'm not talking about that. That's not even what's being discussed. Keep up. We seem to apply the law equally and colorblind regardless of who's being arrested. Yeah. Ignoring doing something bad when it's beneficial for you is worse for society than doing something bad that's harmful because it's self-encouraging. Yeah, I think so too. Absolutely. And there should just be facts. You kill the person, it has nothing to do with skin color. Yeah, I think so. And we move on. I'm burnt out on this topic now. No, we'll move on whenever I'm ready to move on. And I imagine it'd be harder for someone who isn't Black American to understand what you mean. I try to be understanding. I try to listen to what other people's perspectives are, and I try to see things from their point of view, and I try to look at the bigger picture. Like, obviously, you know, nobody always gets it right. But I think in a lot of cases, I do get it right with this. I do. So, it's insane, man. Let me see here. This video is part of a scenario. Mercy for the guilty is tyranny for the victims. I love that. I completely fucking agree. Yep. This is the problem. Poor people have it just as hard, or even worse, as minority people. Yeah. I think anybody that grew up, you know, working class or lower class knows that. And so, yeah. As a black man, I think you should rot. I think that most black men probably think that. Of course. I mean, again, like, there's just a small subset of people that have been radicalized by the internet. Yeah, no, of course. Like, duh. Do you think the judge should lose her job? Do I think the judge should lose her job? If you want my personal opinion, absolutely. I think that there is no logical reason that you could lower the bail from a person who is a convicted or is like a murderer. And like, again, like, this isn't like a accidental, you know, you got in a fight with somebody and, you know, like, you hit them the wrong way and they fell down and they died, right? Like, this is like you stabbed them in the heart with a knife. Lowering this person's bail, knowing the context of the fact that they'll be let out, at the end of the day, a person that stabs another person in the heart with a knife is mentally unstable and a threat to society. So, did the judge's actions put the public in danger? I would argue the answer to that is unequivocally yes. And if you have a judge who is intentionally putting the public's, you know, safety in danger, then she should be disbarred. Absolutely. Because that's the exact opposite of what her job is. It's not even a question. Yeah, my dad's calling me. Hello?
You know, I've told you about where I grew up, and I found out later, I was about 10, 11 years old, I grew up in that swamp, and the hammock in the swamp. And I found out about 10 years later from my neighbor, who was a guy about my age, and his little brother. I said, well, how's Billy doing? And he said, oh, he's dead. And I said, well, what happened? And it turns out he was, I don't know, he was high on crack or, you know,
yeah,
coke or whatever. And he and the old man got in a knife fight in the living room. These are my next door neighbors. And the old man killed him. Right there.
Yeah, your neighbor. Yeah, I remember him.
You remember that story?
Yeah.
And you know, I've told you stories about where I could go drinking when I was like 17.
Yeah.
I go to the bar and drink, and that whole road there, people died there every week.
Well, what are you trying to get at?
What I'm getting at is we were treated like a lot of the blacks were treated. And I would say we were white N-words, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what people considered us. And So it's somebody brought up this point. I see it come up that it's not only being poor. I mean, there are communities where there are poor people and everybody gets along fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
But poor communities where that's not the truth. And I say, you know, like I told you, I've been in 3 fucking hammer fights. I did not start those hammer fights, but as you know, there are no dents in my fucking helmet. You know, I didn't get my head bashed in.
Well, there's the one in the front of your head.
That's from something else.
That's from the bottle. Yeah.
That's from the Coke bottle where the guy put the bottle on my head. But and that stopped the fight because I was in a different place.
Yeah.
I was in a bar, and it was just, you know, I was in the wrong bar. You know?
Well, look, I want to get back to my stream. I got a lot to go over today.
But I'm just saying that it's not necessarily black.
Of course.
It's really poor. If you're poor, cops, like I told you,
they beat the fuck out of Pete. That's what you said.
Yeah, they pulled Pete right through his window down. They said, roll your window down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Pete's a big guy. And they pulled Pete out there where his arms were pinned and his head was sticking out of his car, and they beat the fuck out of him with nightsticks.
Yep.
And I said, hey, man, what's going on? And they give me a little whack, you know, just to get back. And, hey, I'm not stepping up, you know. Sorry, Pete. And, you know, Pete took the hits. And the kick in the ass is that Pete's a big cop guy now. I told you, watch it all the time.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And it's like it never even happened to him.
Yeah.
That's how common it was. His uncle or whatever it was in South Georgia, when they'd have a uprising.
Oh, okay.
But he just drive up.
Okay. Yeah.
And he pulls out his 38 or his, 44 or whatever it was. Bam, bam, bam. You know, shoots 6 of the guys in a riot and drives back home, and he only misses 5 minutes of a TV show. And that's the end of that.
Okay.
It was, and I told your mom.
Yeah.
We moved into my neighborhood, my old neighborhood. We got our new house there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, don't be alarmed when you hear gunshots all through the night. That's just guys expressing their opinion when they get home drunk.
Yeah.
And the wife starts in on them about the kids or something. And it's just a violent community.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that movie, Sandlot?
Well, look, I want to get back to my stream.
I'm going to finish this. You remember that movie, Sandlot?
Yeah, I remember it.